From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira.
They said in Oklahoma the corn is as high as an elephant's eye. And if you've been in our newsroom, you know what that means. Anyway, we're talking corn this morning. Our hot chef, John Schenk, is here to show you how to pick it, strip it, and cream it.
Yeah, it's the season. Also coming up in the next half hour.
Up next, it's time for the pick-in. We'll show you what to do with the season's freshest vegetable right after this.
This morning in today's kitchen, our hot chef is cooking with corn. Guess what? The best of the crop is in. But what can you do besides boil it or grill it? Well, John Schenk is the executive chef of Strip House Restaurant, and he is here with some ideas. John, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
They've written, "I'm all ears."
I showed up for that joke.
There's a little bit of a kernel of a joke in that one.
A small kernel.
Oh, shucks, I got to stop this, really. Thank you.
That's it, I'm out of here.
That's right. So
I can't compete.
So this is the time of year that corn lovers have to rejoice.
Absolutely. You know, I just actually had corn on the cob in Buffalo with my brother's 65th birthday. Unbelievable.
When you're looking for corn, what should you be looking for, especially when you're in the store?
You really want to get like a nice shine. See how that nice shine, those kernels look really just filled with water? Right. And you just see that nice tender. You really don't want to see any of the fungus or any kind of wormholes, obviously.
That's not good.
Unless you like fungus and wormholes.
Oh, there you go.
In that case, you have the corn patch to yourself.
And when you're buying corn, I always wondered if the shopkeepers or the farmers mind. Should you pull back the shelf a little bit?
I don't think they don't mind. When people pull up everything, then put it right back, and it's a good piece of corn, I'm sure it has its moments.
Yeah. All right, so what are we making here?
Okay, well, we're just doing strip house cream corn.
How hard is it to get the corn off the cob?
Well, there's two ways. Well, there's several ways. One is just with your knife. Right. Okay, but when you're doing it with a knife, you want to make sure that you kind of chop it a little bit. Right. Because you really want to break down the corn kernels. Then this is actually a corn kernel or a creamer. And all you do is you can buy this at like Sur La Table or something. And all it does is it takes the corn off, and it runs the cob over here and scrapes the milk. So for cream corn, this really works well. Right. Because you really get all that nice milkiness off the cob.
Okay, so you stripped a couple of ears of corn?
Yeah, well, what you do, this takes 2 quarts, but this is just your rendered pancetta, right? Italian bacon, salted, not smoked.
Now, why not regular bacon?
Well, you can use it, but I like to use a very mild regular bacon, if so, because you really don't want that. I don't like that heavy smoke. Right. You know, it just kind of overpowers the sweetness of the corn.
So it changes, if you use bacon, it kind of changes the flavor profile.
It can, but, you know, if you don't have access to pancetta, bacon will work. Okay.
What's wrong with bacon?
There's nothing wrong with bacon. Yeah, absolutely. And now it's just like some onions. And we're just going to put those in there. And all we want to do is just take them to a little bit translucent.
Just so they absorb some of that bacon grease.
Absolutely. Well, you know, you want to make sure I've already poured off a little bit of the bacon grease.
That smells so
Because if you don't, it's going to get to be a nice oily dish. Once that's translucent, then you just add your nice shucked corn. And you just want to get this starting to get a little bit tender. You really don't want to cook it all the way because you really want to get some of that juice out of there, but it's going to take a longer process to cook through the whole dish. So you don't want to start with it already cooked. It's got to be partially there. And then once that is, it's going to be a little bit longer than this because we just don't have the time, but then you add your cream.
Of course you do.
Well, yeah, because you can. Because bacon and cream is even better than just bacon.
There you go.
And you just start, and all you want to do is bring this up to a simmer, okay? And then at that point, you slowly add what we have instant polenta. It's really got to be instant. And all you want to do is add a little bit of body. And of course, it's corn on corn.
So corn on corn.
So, yeah, exactly. So, and you just want to put a little bit on. You sprinkle, you slowly incorporate it, and then you sprinkle some more.
So it's almost like you're making a corn risotto.
It's a little bit like that. You know, it has that texture to it. It should have that nice kind of like airiness, but a little bit of starchiness to it. I really don't want it super runny. And you can see it's runny, even that polenta cooks.
Yeah, it's already creating, it's thickening up.
Exactly. And because as the corn cooks, more water is going to come out of it. So you really need an agent. So now we have this right here, and now we have the consistency when you can see that nice, almost like lightness. And we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. Okay. Because again, corn,
why not?
And cheese, cream, and now cheese,
cream, bacon,
and you really see it. It's like a risotto.
Does this come with a defibrillator?
No, but it does come with a disclaimer. And then just a little bit of parsley. Now we like to use parsley versus like thyme. I think again we want to keep the flavors kind of neutral. Okay. And then this is what we have. We have our nice cream corn. Yeah. And what we're going to do is we take our Just now, this can be done ahead of time, or you just put it right on top.
Yeah.
And we'll just let it sit there. And then we take our, and we're going to put a little bit of our, we have our reserved fat. Right. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there's fat is flavor.
Right.
You know, that's what I keep saying.
Of course, fat is flavor.
Yeah. And we just put our breadcrumbs in there.
Yeah.
We're just going to toss them over high heat just to brown them a little bit. And we add just a little pinch of parsley. Okay, a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay.
Oh, man.
And then now, when this browns, okay, we're just going to put it right over the top, and we put it in the oven.
And how long do you bake that for?
Oh, just to warm up, just to, you know, because it's already hot.
Here, let's come back here.
Okay, great. Now, oh, you're good.
Grab that.
Okay, you got it. Here we go, straight there.
Right
and
there.
then what we have, look at this. Okay.
Oh.
And you know, now this is really good for home cooks who are serving it for like a party, because you really don't want to serve corn on the cob if everyone's wearing suits.
Okay, we'll try this in just a sec. John Schenk, we've got more. Thanks so much. More to come on Today. But first, this is Today on NBC. Be still my beating heart. But not for long with this.
Exactly. Be careful what you wish for.
The crew is circulating because they want to eat this. Before we get to that, let's find out what's coming up in the next hour, you two.
We have
This is great.
delicious. We've got Neo coming up, you guys. The great singer who's going to talk to us.
fabulous.
Adorable. So he's the hit parade. And Nancy Grace as well.
Yes. But first we're going to have a little nosh.
On your local news and weather.